925thebeat.com.
92.5 The Beat of Salt Lake. It is Rock the Mic. I am Dre Rocka. You know, this is our chance to showcase our community, people that are doing things out here. And the guy across from me, he's been doing it for a while now. He is an artist that, man, when I first heard about him, he took my attention, and I've been on you, pause, ever since. I got my man Vehnu Moon in the building.
Hey, yo, thank you for having me, brother.
Absolutely. You just dropped a new single.
Yes, sir.
116 in the Park.
Yes, sir.
I like the play on words, by the way.
Gotta pay homage to where I'm from. So
you've been doing it for, well, the big single that I remember, the one that really put me onto you.
Yeah.
Other than your brother Bobby put me onto you, but it was Gatsby.
Yeah.
And that's about 2 years ago, right?
2 years ago. Yep.
Now, 2 years. How has Vehnu grown since then?
That's a great question. I feel like as far as my music-wise, I've grown into someone that, you know, I can make all types of music. I don't stick to one lane. You know, most people prefer to do that. But for me, it's just the creative process. I'm everywhere. I make pop. I make R&B. I even got a hip-hop track with Bobby. I mean, it's just, for me, it's just I love creating, and I hope to do more of it, so.
And I feel like musically, I feel like you've grown. We're gonna be jumping into this joint 116 in the Park, right? We're gonna jump into it, so you got to stick around to hear it. But with that being said, what inspired you to make this record?
116. I'm a huge fan of Magic Jordan. So their type of style, what made me want to go into that type of lane is, for me, one, I like feel-good music. So anything that gets people to feel good, women to feel good, kids to dance, and that's the type of vibe it brings to me, especially with, you know, just experiences where I've had, you know, those walks in the park, and just good vibes all around. So that's what I hope to bring with this song.
It's good energy.
Absolutely.
It's good energy. It's what we need, right? In our city, in our community, is good energy, good feeling.
Sure.
So make sure you stick around, because that song is coming up. I got Vehnu Moon in the building right now. Vehnu, it's not just you, right? You got a collective, right? Moon Gang.
Yes, sir.
Now, can you explain what Moon Gang is? Because we see it all over the socials. I be putting up a moon for no reason. I'm like, yeah, I'm Moon Gang too. I'm in here too. What's up? But what is Moon Gang?
For Moon Gang, what we wanted to do, our biggest thing is we wanted to kind of change the narrative on what a gang is. We wanted to bring it back where, you know, the gangs where they're big help in the community, and what we wanted to bring young cats within Utah, Tongan, Samoan, black, white, it doesn't matter what race you are. We just wanted to show kids that there's a better way to go about it. You don't have to make gangsta music, you know what I mean, to fit in. At the same time, you can make whatever music you want to make and still feel like, you know, you're part of the creative process and you have a lane to go through. So
I love that, man. I feel like that is something that I want as a father. You know, I have a now 10-year-old son. I got a 5-year-old and I got a 3-year-old.
Yeah.
And so when I'm listening in the car, yeah, we can get busy, but also, like, I want something my kids can groove to too. So
absolutely.
I appreciate you guys going that way. I love that.
Absolutely. Thank you.
What does Rose Park mean to you?
Rose Park, first off, you know, that's where my music roots come from. You know, I learned a lot of music. Shout out to my pops B-side, K Barber, just DJ Wiz. A lot of hip-hop, a lot of R&B. That's what we were put on. So that's what Rose Park means to me as far as the culture. That's where I've seen Tongans and Samoans, blacks get along. And from there, just opened my eyes saying, you know, just because I'm Samoan doesn't mean I have to only rep for Samoans. I have something bigger that's than that. But at the same time, I'm happy to say I am Samoan and from Rose Park, but trying to put the bigger picture out there as well. So.
You know, I was going to ask, what has the support been from the Polynesian community? But I feel like that's such I don't think it does you justice, right? Because I feel like you're not just a Polynesian artist. I feel like you're an artist that transcends many cultures and many different backgrounds. So I guess my question for you is, what kind of support has Vehnu gotten from not only our community, but I guess the nation or the world?
Absolutely. One thing I've seen when I dropped Gatsby, the second place was actually not in the United States, was New Zealand and Australia. And the way I've seen it blow up out there is, I feel like you'll get more support from strangers than the people you know. I mean, that's the sad part about the business, but honestly. For me, it's just if I know that my art's dope, doesn't matter who supports me. There's gonna be one person. It could be one or two people out there that's gonna support it, and for me, that's all that matters.
Why do you think that is though? Why do you think that? And this has been since the beginning of time. You know, B-side could tell you,
Yeah.
right? Your own people, for whatever the reason, doesn't show you that much love than a stranger.
Man, I wish I could put my finger on it because, it doesn't make sense when you think about it. But at the same time, I feel like there's some people, if they see that you're growing or just seeing that you're leaving, like when people say they leave the hood, oh, they act different type thing. I feel like they just feel a type of way. But at the end of the day, for me, as just if I do make it somewhere, we make it big, the first people I'm coming to is my Polynesian people. Find those young artists and put them on. And, people from Rose Park, people from Utah, just in general, Utah, do whatever we can as far as Moon Gang to get them going. I
love that, man. I got Vehnu Moon up here. It's Rock the Mic segment, our chance to show our community that we are supporting, right? I often say we can't preach unless we're actually doing, right?
Absolutely.
So this is my way of doing. I can't say support Vehnu Moon if I'm not supporting Vehnu Moon, right? So, yeah, I got him up here. What's the socials? Because I know the new single just dropped, 116 in the park.
Sure.
What's the socials? Where can they stream that?
Vehnu Moon, so that's VEHNU Moon. That's Instagram, Twitter. You'll find me on Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube. It's pretty much the same across the board. And please check out my music, and I hope it makes you feel good at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's all good, feel good music. You've been doing it for a while now. How do you? And I know you're, and I don't want to get too much into it if you don't want to, but how does your family? You guys been through a lot of tragedy over the last few years. How do you check in on your mental health and make sure that you're good, not only as an artist but like as a human?
Absolutely. I'm not gonna lie. I'd be lying to you if it was an easy road, or for me mentally, this has been the hardest times trying to balance out music. There's been times I want to just hang it up, say this isn't for me, I can't do it. But at the end of the day, for me personally, speaking for myself, I've always had my kids been my biggest fans. They know every song, every lyric to my words, to my songs. And for me right there, it's just, if I stop now, they're not going to have someone to look up to as far as creativity wise. Obviously, they're going to look up to me as their dad. But I want to show them that, anything you set your mind to, you can do it. Like, you better go for it. And at the end of the day, I want to tell myself I went for it and I did it for a bigger cause other than just myself. Man,
you move a whole ocean. And it's true, man. Like, sometimes we don't realize how much of an impact we have. Whether if we don't believe in ourselves or even if it's just like we're going through a hard time, but like your music, your posts, whatever it is, will touch somebody and you don't even know it.
Absolutely.
And I have to always tell myself that, like, what I put out into the world, if I have a passive aggressive thought, like, is it worth putting out there, right? Yeah. If I have a thought that's not uplifting my community or the people that I want to uplift, like, why would I do it, right? So I think that's a good reminder. What does it mean to be a father?
Means the world. Shout out to rest in peace to my daughter Emery. But it means the world, man, and I can't express enough that that's been the greatest blessing outside of just my whole life. That's my whole life right there. I could stop doing music and I will find purpose in just being a father, straight up. So
it's a cool thing, man. Yeah. There's somebody out there listening right now, man, like, I don't want to be a dad. Nah, man, be a dad. Shoot the club up. Not literally, all right? Not literally. But it's a really cool thing. And my cousin, he just became a new girl dad.
Yeah.
And so salute to my cousin Tyrone. I instantly take a step back and I'm like, man, if this new life came in, right? And that new life can change history. It could change the future of like the world. Just one person.
Yeah.
And that's the power that we have, and that's the power you have in your music too.
Absolutely.
We all were kids at one point. So what did Vehnu Moon want to be when he was a child?
I wanted to be in the NBA first and foremost, but seeing my dad, just like you said, the father, being a father figure, you see how much impact you have on your kids. Watching my dad grow up, it was just like, man, that is so dope, bro. And I could honestly be so proud of, like, yeah, that's my dad on the stage right there. Even watching Bobby grow up, because Bobby was in the scene before me. Watching him, he's inspired me. Even though he's younger than me, he's inspired me more than, in many ways, more than he knows. And that's from there, it's just I've wanted to follow their step, and hopefully we're going to take it to the moon with this. So just thankful for both of them and their impacts they've had for me.
No doubt. So with 116 in the Park, which we're going to be getting into, it's a new single. Is there a bigger project that this is coming off of?
So Bobby and I we also have our duo project, Roses on the Moon. We dropped in March. But for myself now going forward for Vehnu Moon, I'm actually going to be dropping an EP later this year in October. And I just wanted to kind of set the vibe that this is how it's going to be with 116. This is what you should look forward to, these type of vibes. And like I said, and Dre, you've reacted to a lot of my music videos, and a lot of that music just makes you feel good. And that's really the thing I want to put out there with this.
Vehnu Moon, 116 in the Park. We're going to be jumping into it shortly here on 92.5 The Beat of Salt Lake. But I want to jump into a segment called This or That. It's kind of a nod to Black Sheep, right? You can get with this or you can get with that.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to give you a this or that type of question, and you have to pick one.
Got
all right?
you.
So first one is indoor or outdoor venue?
Indoor.
You ain't digging the outdoor venues?
No, man. It's sometimes too hot and too cold, so I'll be comfortable indoor.
Outdoor is tricky. I as a DJ, DJing in the heat is awful. My laptop overheating. I have to pull out my cell phone, plug in real quick. I had to skip through YouTube videos.
Yeah.
It's awful. Fashion or music?
Music. Music, yeah. I wasn't always into fashion, but one thing I can always say, music has inspired me. On the sad days, the happy days, it's always been music that's made me feel a different type of emotion throughout life. So
you're a swaggy guy, though.
I know, but it took me a long time to catch on to fashion. And Bobby could tell you, I've had the weirdest fashion growing up, but hey, I adapted. So
I got to preface that he came in here with a whole different outfit. He did an outfit change inside the studio.
I had to make sure.
No, I wish I would have, because I'm soaked right now. I'm doing this interview very uncomfortable. My feet are going squish, squish right now. It's awful. All right, shades on or shades off?
Ooh, shades off.
Shaggy or Sean Paul?
Ooh, I gotta go Sean Paul, man. Like, everyone knows his saying, Sean Paul, like, come on, baby girl. Like, everyone knows that. And for me growing up, he had the city in a chokehold with his music in the clubs.
It wasn't me, though.
That's true.
It wasn't me. I know you can relate.
Wow. Hey, don't spill my business, Jay. No, I'm just playing. No, Shaggy got some bangers, but I would say I know more Sean Paul songs.
Angel.
Sheesh.
Did he do Boombastic too? He did. They call me Mr. Boombastic, right?
See, us Pollies love Shaggy. That's the thing too.
Well, you don't.
I love Shaggy, but if I had to pick, I gotta go Sean Paul, man.
All right, I need all my Polynesian brothers and sisters out there at Vehnu Moon. All right, so you're going with Sean Paul, who's not even Jamaican, by the way. He's Puerto Rican. All right, it's gonna be a tough one for you.
Got you.
Maybe West Valley City or Rose Park.
Rose Park. Come on now. Nah. Yeah, shout out to West Valley. I love West Valley. I love all of Utah, but I gotta go with the hometown. Shout out to the Park babies.
Okay.
84116.
All right. You guys still do your Rose Park family
yeah, we
barbecues?
actually just had one in May, so and it was good. Good to see all the kids come out again, and hopefully we'll keep it going every year again.
I was always jealous whenever I seen Kiss or your dad post a photo. And it's like 13,000 people in the one park. I'm like, man, I didn't get no invite. Could have came up with a plate. You know what I mean?
I love it all, man. I hope we have a Utah barbecue, if anything. So.
That'd be dope.
Yeah.
Take her flowers or take her chocolate?
Ooh. I'm going to go with take her flowers. I think it'll last longer than chocolates.
Really? What kind of girls you date?
Nah, take her flowers. I think flowers are, for myself, more romantic. And yeah, I've always been a flower type of guy.
Are you a hopeless romantic?
I'm a hopeless romantic.
What does that look like? Like, what's a date night with Vehnu look like?
Since we don't have beaches, I take them to the lake. We try and go shout out to the lake. We're going to save the lake. I'll take you out to the lake and do some long walks. Try to get to know you a little bit. And then from there, if you're good, I'll take you to McDonald's.
The dollar menu.
You got to, bro. If she's down for that, then I'm like, yep, that's the one. That's the one.
iPhone or Android?
iPhone.
Yeah, that's right. Don't be repugnant with the Android up here. Fashion Place or Valley Fair?
Fashion Place.
Really?
Yeah. Valley Fair's, that's why that was the mall growing up, other than Gateway and Valley Fair, but Fashion Place just has more options now. That's actually where I got the sweater and the outfit change. So shout out Fashion Place Mall. But yeah, I'm going to have to go Fashion Place, bro.
I feel like Fashion Place was slacking on the eateries, and I feel like that's where Valley Fair kind of was killing them. But with the new Shake Shack and they had the new pizza spot, like, I don't know. Gateway or City Creek?
Oof. I gotta keep an original. Gateway. That's where I grew up. That's where I grew up. Where all of my friends and I grew up. The movie theater over there, and just a lot of memories over there, man. Mm-hmm. A lot of memories. I can't even afford a lot of things at City Creek, so yeah, I'm at Gateway.
I hear you. I hear you. But they need to clean it up. I'm not gonna lie, man. Sometimes I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna get shanked or not even like a knife, but like a needle. You know what I mean? It's so dangerous over there, though. I'm like, gee, I can't even take the family.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we'll see what they do with it. I hope they said they got big plans for Gateway, so I hope.
Hot in here, or yeah.
Ooh.
So Lil Jon, right? Usher, Ludacris, or Nelly's Hot in Here.
I'm gonna go I'm gonna go yeah.
You think it's a bigger record?
I think it's a bigger record because with you could play that anywhere. You could play that in the club. You could play that at family functions. With High in Here, I don't think you would play that at a family function, but
you're bugging. Hot in Here?
Your family's different than Dre. I know they don't be playing that at our family function. So
as soon as you hear the bung bung, and you hear Nelly hot in, so hot in her. He had people saying her, not even from the Midwest saying her.
Yeah, I love that track though.
But we were doing the A-Town Stomp.
Yeah, it's a classic, man.
I think I might side with you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think it might be it. All right, last one. Go for a hike or a day at the lake.
Ooh. I'm pretty lazy. I'm gonna go with the day at the lake.
Are you on a boat or are you just on the beach?
On the boat.
Yeah.
On the boat.
I want to do a podcast from the boat.
That'd be hard.
Yeah. Just out there, kicking it, mimosas.
Now, can I be your first guest?
Yeah,
right.
Absolutely. I just got to find a boat now.
Just me, not these guys.
Vehnu Moon, the new single is out right now, 116 in the park. Vehnu, what I want to hear is your socials, right? Where can we follow you? Where can we support you? Where can we continue to show you some love? Yep. And then I want you to introduce your song.
Yes, sir. Vehnu Moon, VEHNU Moon. That's Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Apple, Spotify. I'm on all platforms. And yeah, this is my new single, 116 a.m. in the park. I hope it makes you feel good, and I promise you play this with your significant other in the car late at night. And yeah, I hope it sets the mood. But thank you guys, and I hope you enjoy it.
Vehnu Moon, making you have babies. It's 1:16 a.m. in the park here on 92.5 The Beat of Salt Lake.
Baby, I can put it all in motion. You say you want it all, you begging for promotion. I can see it inside, you want it all right. You have it all in your mind, you want it all night. You just wanna be heard, girl, you came this far. And I can tell by your nerves you wanna take off. You the baddest around, don't let them all lie. And you stay holding it down, baby, you all mine. Fly, you wanna get away. Stand by, you waiting for your plane. Innovate, you make I can never leave you, you know I chose it. I said it's 116 in the bar. Late night talks at the dark. Roll it up, girl, we gon' spark, oh yeah, yeah. I said it's 116.